Hello, 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 governor. Ah, lipstick on. Oh my God. Yeah. Rama, 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 ga, ga, ooh la la. On your environment. Oh my gosh, that's I just saw masks, like face masks, that account for glasses. So you can put the glasses through part of the face mask, like a built-in section for it. But they adhere to the face still, like an actual mask, which is the it's important to listen to. Uh-uh. What have you been listening to in your ear, please? No. I 4:30, 3:40, 9:30, 5:77. Um, brum, Okay, Boppington. Bop, 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 bopping. Now, do you think Beyonce's favorite color is blue, like Ivy, or orange, like Solange? And would she admit it publicly? I just don't see you shake it. Dance. Let's just see you shake it. Bring your back and back it. Bring your back and back it. Bring your back and back it. Bring your back and dance. Dance. Sometimes all you need is a little. Trying to be vibed out. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Brasilia. I think after this week, we will never get a Rihanna album. Maybe she'll just move to Barbados permanently, or like for the foreseeable future. Beautiful place. We gotta stop. Where are the psychiatrists and psychologists, and why aren't they just talking to people just more often so we can have some semblance of being like, this person has neuroses, but they've got a job. They know how to go to group therapy or whatever. We need holistic healing for the community. Just want to be. I watched, I almost said Kid Cudi, Kid Fury's podcast or podcast talk show. It's on YouTube. Podcast talk show, and he was talking to a DJ, and one of the things they were saying was like talking about spaces where like music is played, like third spaces and stuff like that. And I was like, we need more third spaces, like places where people have fun, turn up, and dance, actually dance. You know, it used to be a step up movie when you would step outside your door at any point in time. Somebody could get it. Okay. Yo te quito. Lisa, 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 Lisa. Morenita. Mm, my actual coloring is brown. I'm black. Six. Mm, mm. I want to be out in the sun for like good 30 to 45 minutes with no clothes. Like, why is being a nudist always so? You just want your bits to be out? Yeah. Yeah. On vacation? in the right circumstances. Okay. Baby Miko. I was like, I think I know some of this song, and then I just like ran through the first little bit, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot it's embedded in my memory from what was that song? I was at least a child. I was at least a child. I wasn't mature from my age, but I was still a child. You know, I don't even know how I came across Joey Perp, but I heard him mention one time, and then I listened to like a handful of songs, and I was like, oh, where the fuck have I been? She gonna pop it on camera, throw it back if you nasty, bouncing like it's elastic. Go on, break it down real low. Go on, break it down real low. Go on, break it down real low. Stop playing. Red light, green light, go. What is it? Beyonce's green light dress, black short, white trim, and red accent is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I hope she either has another version of it for Act 3 or brings not that specific one. I don't know if the sizing is the same. That's none of my business. But get that back on tour with that slick dark ponytail snatches on a bass. She gonna pop it on camera. Throw it back if you're messy. Want to like it's elastic. Go on, break it down real low. 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 She a freak, she a dancer. She gonna pop it on camera. Throw it back if you nasty. Bounce it like it's elastic. Go on, break it down real low. Go on, break it down real low. Go on, break it down real low. I cried yesterday, and it was something unexpected. Or I cry every day. one one good song, weep. Um, but I cried yesterday, and it was unexpected, and I was just like, you gotta stop pretending like crying isn't a relief. It is so stressful in the moment because I always feel like I'm going to get too overwhelmed, but then I'm just like, ah, whelmed. And then I'm like, yeah, wipe your face, let's go. What the fuck? We have things to do. The weed won't consume itself. Bombia. You know what it is. What's okay. You do it for me. I'm talking to me about my own playlist. I was like, this isn't exactly what I want to hear specifically. I was like, yeah, because you forgot what playlist you put on. Enough. That's my chick. That's my name. That's my name. I find it funny when I see a person who is an adult, but they're dressed like exactly how they would have ideally dressed when they were a kid, like overalls or like funky accessories or something. And I'm like, yeah, use your big girl money to buy you some big girl pants with polka dots. Yeah. And throw them dots in a circle. That's right. I need. That's magic. I need. That's right. Finding emails. Switching photos. Mm, I do be forgetting. Ooh. 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 Mm. There's no running when it's your turn. Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. It's love. Don't ever give it up. Not bad. I want you more. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Always get her when you can. I love Let It Burn by Jasmine Sullivan. Something about that song is like, oh, you've hypnotized me. I'm in. Burn, burn, let it burn. Maybe it's just my little bit, maybe it's the air sign calling to my attraction to fire signs. Oh, they're so passionate. Damn toxic. Um, Not every overwhelming thing is a bad thing. Sometimes it's just a necessary thing. I'm talking to myself. We always talking to ourselves, but anyone never listen to us. Anyway, do we even know what we've said today? Mm. She's so long. I forget she's 6 feet tall. Dula Pete. 5'11" or something. Ah, I've been reading. I am reading. 1, 2, 3. Yes, 5 books in tandem right now, and stopping myself from adding to that. I read like a page or two a day, but I like reading the variety of it. And it's like fun little. You know what I'm missing. Show me what I'm missing. She on the team, but I got a conversation. Anyway, it's like it keeps my brain engaged in the story. It allows me to move like faster through things instead of when I'm reading something and I get stuck and I can't like move past and I'm just like reading the same thing over and over. It's like, okay, bookmark, move on to the next one. It's like I'm done reading well before that, so I'm just like continuously like reading something. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, okay, let me get to the next thing. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, oh my god. What is going on? I'll find out soon enough. As soon as I read the book. What hotel was Bebby in? It's over, circle and the ultra now I'm running in the summer and feeling something rotten. Sorry, baby. Um, some of these things. Mm-hmm. Ma bella, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Tu vis le passé, tu vas qu'on soit connecté. Ma bella, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Tu vis dans le passé, Tu vas donc quoi qu'on soit. Tu vas qu'on soit comme le père. Quand tu t'as. Co, co, co. Dans le village. Kayak, kayak, kayak. Kayak, kayak, kayak. Amma vera, nascem cabelo. Amma vera, que aqui se passa. Que vida passa. Tudo com sua conectada. Amma vera, que aqui se passa. Que vida passa. Tudo com sua conectada. I while I'm listening to a song that has French, Albanian, and German in it, I'm thinking about the fact that I am now following this Twitch streamer who's this black French woman, and I'm like, I could pick up French if I watch more of her streams, and then, I could, like, she speaks English enough that she, like, when I'm in chat, like, I'll respond, and she's like, whatever. Communication is there, and I'm like, I could start picking up French. I'm like, how many languages are going to be in this? All these languages are never the right words all the time. On a day like today, I like to you and I. Anyway, but I am watching a podcast with Spanish subtitles and relearning Spanish, then continuing my Albanian, and I'm like, but how much French do I add to this chaotic mixture of like, because bitch, what are you trying to say and to whom? Or do you just want to write messages in code? Write it in hex code, write it in Spanish, get English, Latin, Portuguese, French. Those are, everything else. Every other languages that I know or have like some semblance of like a word or two in is just like phrasing, but not like grasp of the alphabet and like vocabulary. But like, yeah, I have like a basis of understanding in multiple languages. And adding to that is unnecessary, but I feel like I'm in like a creative rut of teaching myself languages. So I'm like, well, what podcast or media or lesson or note taking do I want to do to continue my consumption of media, but also like reshaping and reaffirming what I already know. Am I talking to myself? Yes. Do I have cute classes though? Yeah, bitch. I've had a woman flirt with me by adjusting my glasses, and I was like, I, I gotta leave. This had to be this had to be like before the pandemic. But I was like, ma'am. It's like, and it's like someone unexpected kissing you on the forehead. Like, oh, I didn't know we were close. Ew, not you know my face well enough to be like, your glasses sit right here, and they're sliding down a little. Like noticing enough to notice that my not only are my glasses not sitting in the right spot, but they've slid down enough to this is the point to like the point where it's like a little bit uncomfortable, and then being like, with my feet in the air, like, mm, I like the foot. Leave me be. I told you I was down here. Come on if you wanted to be. I see something around you. Tell me I'm not single. What do you see? Welcome to the playground. Follow me. Tell me your nightmares and fantasies. Sneak into the wasteland underneath. Safe for the night, I'll show you a treat. Oh, welcome to the playground. We need Wendy Williams back in office. Why? This cup is empty like it never loved me. What? Because you're an inanimate object. Ooh, tomato. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. At least the cup is honest about it. Tell me to my face you're dry. Oh, welcome to the playground. Oh, welcome to the playground. Ugh, why is it wet? Oh, God. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Why is that not that's so that's I am not. Very long. See you. You've been watching me too, trying to do, but it's something see through now that way. I got some dresses. One of the dresses I knew was sheer, but it's like even more sheer. You know, there's only one area where it could be slightly less sheer, but it's slightly more sheer than I thought, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be covered, but I'm gonna be. It reminds me of what you know what it reminds me of Princess Diana when she came out in that black divorce dress. And then I immediately thought of Ava Mendez, and then Marissa Rivera. Marissa Rivera made a divorce cake on Try Guys, and then Ava Mendez makes some dresses at the what store is that? I don't know if it's a separate store, but I'm like, put out a line of black dresses and just call it the Widow Collection, and just have it be like Princess Diana inspired black dresses for bitches being like, yeah, I'm over him, I'm over her, I'm over they, them, I'm in here in a sheer dress with sleeves and a slit, no bra. That's the look. Ricky Scott and Pocket, Princess Diana. They did that lady dirty. And she was just like, I'm just a girl. I want to love my babies. I want to be nice to people that I get to meet all over the world. Not as entitled as her surroundings. Hmm. How bad the world must be for kindness to be cringe. Genuine kindness, not I'm being kind to you so you do something for me. Altruism. Doing something good just because it is good. I can't that be enough. Oh, I forget why I was talking or think I saw there's something about Mercury. Sailor Mercury? Mm, now I just want a blue bob with bangs. I'll grow it out. I'm getting there. give me several, however long it takes, based on me cutting it whenever the fuck I feel. I cut it yesterday. No, I cut it today. Yesterday and today I did a little trim. No, mind your business. I was a tech girly today. Okay. I was doing techie things. I was tippity tappity typing. I was looking up information. Crazy in the booth? Probably pretty too. Eat it with a spoon. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe later today. Maybe tomorrow. In the words of Megan Thee Stallion.